What it do? What's up? What's happening? What's popping? We're about to get into some videos that's gonna have you thinking, what is wrong with people? Ooh, she got a mic. Ooh, she got a mic. But first, we gotta give a round of applause for our diva for the video. She has been my diva before, but it's the continued support for me. It's the continued support. Thank you, Girly Pop. So without further ado, let's get into these stories. Am I the a-hole for wanting to divorce my husband because he added urine to my food? What? Ooh, let's see. Okay, so I don't know if I'm losing it or what, but I, 32 female, been married to my husband, 36 male, for 4 years, and I don't know who the F I married anymore. So he always had this weird fetish he told me about where he always wanted to urinate on my face during giggity. And so I was like, no, just no. Exactly, because what? Never been into that. He asked a few times. I always shut it down. He never pushed it, so I thought that was the end of it. I was wrong. The one thing that I learned about with somebody that has a fetish, it don't go away. So if you're not into it, you gotta go. You have to go, or it's going to become a problem later on down the line, or they're going to find somebody else that's into it. So urinating on my face? A few months ago, I started noticing my food tasting weird. Oh my God. A few months ago, I started noticing my food tasting weird. I'm sorry, I can't even get past that without laughing. Not like bad, like rotten, but just off. Like my overnight oats, my yogurt bowls. Ooh, I love me a good yogurt bowl. I love me a good smoothie bowl, tropical smoothie. Sometimes my brewed coffee. I thought maybe the fridge was effing up, but everything else was fine. I threw out so much stuff thinking it was spoiled, but then it kept happening. But here's the thing, I never got sick. No stomach aches, no nothing. So I started thinking maybe he was like poisoning me slowly, or I don't know, trying to drug me or something, but it wasn't even making me sick, so it made no sense. I was just stressed AF. Also, like, why would he drug me? He's always loving, so it wasn't making sense. I would have asked. That's the one thing about people that be in these relationships and find stuff that start to get weird. They never communicate with their partner. Ask questions. What's going on? Is your food tasting weird? Why am I taste this? Do this taste weird to you? Like something like, I told my friend about it and she was like, you need to put a camera on your fridge just in case. Because it's just him and I living alone. Only other person coming over is our mom sometimes. So I did put the camera because I was losing my brain. Got a tiny one from Amazon, set it up and waited. Ooh, this man, my husband, urinating in my overnight oats and my brewed coffee. Where do we begin? First of all, you going to jail. I'm taking it to the police. Hey, I'm taking it to the police. You're going to jail. I'm pressing the issue. You will be locked up. You will be locked up because what? Took the lid off, urinated, put the lid back, shook it up, put it back in the fridge like nothing happened. I thought I was gonna throw up right there. He gotta get these hands, cause what? You're urinating in my food? I guess I guess over that. I lost it. I went full psycho. I broke his PS5, his TV, threw his clothes outside in the snow, messed up his shoes, everything. I know that's right, sis. I know that's right. But y'all wanna know a little fun fact? I ain't never did that to nobody. I ain't never messed up nobody's stuff. And here's my reason why. I work so hard for everything that I have. Nothing was ever given to me. I am a very hard worker and I work hard for every single thing that I have. So I don't touch nobody else's property because I don't want them touching mine. That's just my little morals that I have. I work hard for everything I have. I don't want nobody touching my stuff, so I don't touch nobody else's stuff. But that's just a me thing. If I ain't have no morals, I'd be messing up all y'all stuff. He came home and I just screamed at him. He started crying, begging, saying it was his fetish and he thought it was a way to do it without me knowing. Like, what? Like, does he think that makes it better? He said he will go to therapy. We can put cameras all over the house. He would never do it again. Was saying we took vows and we have to work through this. Like, what? I ain't no working through nothing. You can work through it in jail because that's where you will be going. You can work through it. They got therapy in jail. I used to be a correctional officer for 4 years. They got therapy in jail because that's the only place you can be working it out at. Saw these people on TikTok advice asking on Reddit, so here I am needing that outside perspective. I'm at my friend's place right now. I haven't told anyone else. I don't know what to do. He's blowing up my phone saying I'm ruining our marriage over this mistake. Nah, bruh. You ruined our marriage over your mistake for urinating in my food. What? But this ain't a mistake. This is like Val. I can't look at him the same. Am I the a-hole for wanting to divorce, or should I try to forgive him? I really just want to vomit forever. You are not the a-hole because, I'm gonna say absolutely not the a-hole at all. And bro going to jail because you've been urinating in my food. I just think that's nasty. I think that's disgusting. I don't even know if I would have made it up to the camera point. Like, I probably would have first asked him, hey, do your food taste weird? Like, try this. Like, but to actually see him doing it and shaking it up, putting it back in the fridge and not saying nothing, yeah. You gotta go to jail. Let's read these comments. This is disgusting. Leave him and go to the cops and press assault charges because that's what this is. Assault, not the a-hole. That's exactly what I said. I fully agree. Run as fast as you can. The fact that he is supposed to be a partner and husband and knowingly put bodily fluids in your food is beyond disgusting and cruel. Leave him and break some of his stuff for us, please. I know that's right, cause And then OP said, yes, I'm going home and really want to expose him to his friends, family, and even his work. Cause how's he gonna just get away from this? He not if you go to the police. My friend's telling me to just let his family and friends know, but not involve the workplace because that's too far. But I'm so upset right now that I can't handle this. So clearly she's not going to the police. Like, I can just tell from that, oh, I just want to tell his friends and family. And I get that. I'm telling his friends. I'm telling his family. I'm telling his job. I'm telling the police. I'm telling the court. I'm telling the jury. Like, you're going to jail, buddy. Like... Reddit has basically dubbed this person not the a-hole. I definitely agree she's not the a-hole for leaving him. That's disgusting. That's nasty. Ugh. Let's get to the next story. Am I the a-hole for refusing to donate my kidney to my dying sister because she got with my high school bully? The title is giving petty. Petty. Let's get into the story. Throwaway because this has a lot more personal information than I want on my main. All names are fake though. I'm a 35-year-old gay man. When I was in high school, I was bullied severely by Darren. I won't go into the details, but it was really bad, past the point of typical high school douchebaggery. In my sophomore year, I made the mistake of coming out to one of my friends who promptly spread this information around the school. Before this, Darren had targeted me for being unathletic and wearing glasses and had done this to a couple other kids as well. But after I was outed, it was only me and only because of my sexuality. I never understood why kids bully other kids for being gay. Like, how does me liking what I like affect you in any type of way? I never understood that at all. Like, that's so stupid. After high school, I moved away for college. I made friends, even got a boyfriend, and pretty much forgot about Darren until one Thanksgiving, my sister Ellie brought home her boyfriend Darren. No joke. The first thing he said when he saw me was, "Dang, Ellie, you didn't tell me your brother's up." Ooh, can't say that. Ellie laughed, as did my dad. I was kind of stunned, but I didn't yell or start a fight. I just got up and walked out. That's one thing about me. I've kind of learned to just, if it ain't worth it, just walk away. Like, just walk away. You won. You got it. I don't care to argue. It don't affect me in any type of way. Okay, I'm just over it. Like, but my dad and my sister laughing at someone calling me a slur, yeah, After the fact, my family tried to play it off as Darren was joking because he was nervous meeting the family, and they told me that he and Ellie were serious, so I had to get over it. I don't got to do nothing I don't want to do, and that's what people need to understand. Like, you owned me and controlled me as a child, and you didn't own me, but you controlled me as a child, and I had to do what you told me to do then. But I'm an adult, and I don't have to listen to you at all, and I don't have to do nothing that I don't want to do. And if I don't want to get over it and I don't want to deal with y'all, then I'm not going to get over it, and I'm not going to deal with y'all. And that's on that. I just told them all that I wouldn't be attending any event where Darren was. In private, I told Ellie that I felt hurt that she dated Darren, knowing what he did to me. She basically called me too sensitive and told me that she has the right to date who she likes, which, yeah, she does, but I don't got to deal with you if I don't want to, so. Since then, I've been putting distance between myself and my family, who seem to have readily accepted Darren into the fold. Recently, my mom reached out to me that Ellie was in the hospital and needed a kidney transplant. Y'all, why I'm on his side though? Why I'm on his side? You want to be with somebody who tortured me for years, and now you want to ask me for something? Oh yeah, you gotta die. I'm just playing. Okay. The rest of the family had been tested and none could donate, and my mom wanted me to get tested because I'm her full brother with a high likelihood of a match. The thing is, after all these years, Ellie is basically a stranger to me. If I were to do this, I'd have to drive 3 states back to my hometown, miss who knows how much work, and give up a piece of my flesh, all for the woman who dated and eventually married the guy who made my high school days a living hell. He skipped a major part of this story that said that it has been years and that they got married. Wow. I told my mom that I wouldn't be getting tested, and she freaked out at me over the phone. I quickly hung up on her, but before I did, I heard her call me vindictive and a monster for refusing to save my sister's life. I admit I feel guilty about it. That's a toughie. That is a toughie for real. I am a very giving person, but a lot of people do not give me that same, like, I'm very helping, and when I'm the person that needs help, the people that I've helped don't want to help me, you know? So I've got into the whole mindset of I ain't doing nothing for nobody if they don't do nothing for me. I don't care no more, and that's just my mindset, how it is. You figure it out on your own type of thing, and I know that's not the way to be, but that's how I am, and what are you gonna do about it? So I get where he feels guilty, but I also get where I'm not finna help you. And honestly, me, oh, that's so tough. I don't know what I would do. It ain't my situation. I want to say that I wouldn't help out, but then I don't know. Let's just read the comments because I don't know. Oh, this says, fun fact, in the U.S. at least, if you go get tested, but you tell the doctor that you are being coerced, but you tell the doctor that you are being coerced, they will say you are not a match. Oh, I didn't know that. Not the a-hole. Don't feel guilty. She chose a person who was a monster to you growing up and insulted you as soon as he saw you later on as an adult. That's very true. F her and her kidneys. I'd go no contact if I was you. I went no contact with my crappy family and couldn't be happier. I definitely understand. But you know what, now that I think about it, maybe that's her karma. Maybe that's her karma. Like, she did make a good point. He made your life a living hell while you were a child in school. And then as soon as he saw you as an adult, he did it again. Yeah, nah. 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 Not the a-hole. You're not obligated to donate your kidney to anyone, let alone someone who treated you like the way your sister did. We all must live with the consequences of our behavior and our actions. And your actions created this consequence. You wanted to be with somebody who treated me the way that they treated me, and your consequence is you're not getting my kidney. Okay. Not the a-hole, and don't do it. It would hurt your health for the rest of your life for a person who doesn't care about you. Exactly. And then put yourself in her shoes. Like, if you needed a kidney and your sister was the only match, would she give you that kidney? We don't know, but I highly doubt that she would. Reddit has dubbed this person pretty much not the a-hole, and I agree with that. She is not the a-hole. I can't really per se say what I would necessarily do, because you never know what you would do until you're in that situation. But there's a high possibility that I wouldn't offer my kidney to somebody who don't care about me. Like, what? I'm not going into the next story until you like. All right, you liked it. Okay. Now you got to subscribe. You don't want to subscribe? Then I ain't going to the next video. Lega. So I read the title of this and I was really interested, so we're just going to read it and just see what it's about. It says, my daughter just contacted me after 17 years asking if I want to meet my granddaughter. Am I the a-hole for telling her that I don't care about her or her daughter and to never contact me again? That's very interesting. I am intrigued. It pulled me in. Let's read it. I am not sure if I am an a-hole. Going to provide some background. I am in my 60s now. I was married to my ex-wife and we had a daughter. Our marriage was going through its ups and downs, but I was really close with our daughter. But as our marriage was going through its difficulties, I had a huge mistake I still regret to this day. I started having an affair with my coworker. She was in a violent, physically abusive relationship at home. We became friends at work and things just escalated from there. She got an out from me. She got the support she needed to file for divorce from her husband, who is currently in jail now. The affair went nowhere and we called it off shortly after, but I was glad that she got off her abusive relationship and that she was safe. I mean, you did a good deed, but you cheated, so is it a good deed? When my ex found out about the affair, things expectedly didn't go well. Well, at least you expected it, because she lashed out and said a lot of horrible things about me to our daughter, who was 15 at the time. I admitted full fault with the affair, but even after the divorce, I sensed that the distance between me and my daughter was growing, until one day my daughter said she wasn't going to speak with me anymore and she was going to cut me off from her life forever. That was the most painful thing anyone had ever said to me. I begged her to reconsider. I still remember that day. I don't want to say that she was brainwashed by the mom, but I mean, you did cheat. You helped a whole nother woman get out of divorce, put her husband in jail, and you, like you said, you expectantly knew that it was going to cause these issues. So I get it. However, I'm also the type of person that don't want to keep my child from family and have that child later on grow up and hate me from keeping them from said family. So, that's tough. That's real tough. But time passed on. My daughter kept her word, and after trying to contact her for the first year, I gave up. I found out from one of my mutual friends that my ex-wife married a great guy. I was happy because I was hoping that would remove the hatred from my ex-wife, and my ex-wife would advise our daughter to at least rekindle a relationship with me, but that never happened. I moved states a year later. I am at peace now, but still have some aching sadness. I have retired. Both my parents have passed away. My brother passed away tragically a couple of years ago. To be honest, I am waiting for my turn. I have only my dog and my sister left. I hope I don't grow up and be old, sad, and lonely, because I am a very secluded person. I don't have that many friends. Like, I mostly stay to myself. And one of my like things that I always think about is like, when I grew up being like old and sad and lonely, I'll be trying to like put myself out there to be more like social, but people be irritating me. A couple of hours ago, my daughter called me on my phone. I haven't spoken to her in 17 years. I instantly recognized her voice, but I didn't feel anything. No happiness, no sadness, just indifference. She was crying a lot on the call, and we caught up on life. She's married, and she has a daughter who's now 12. She apologized for cutting off contact and says her mom asked her to reconnect with me, as her mom felt guilty about how everything played out. That leads me to believe that maybe the mom did have something to do with the daughter not being in contact with the dad. But then again, the daughter is married and got a 12-year-old herself now. So, and it's been 17 years. So anytime between those 17 years, she still could have reached out to her dad on her own as an adult. She said she really wanted me to meet her daughter, and her daughter was constantly asking about granddaddy, but I wasn't feeling anything. After we caught up on everything in our life, I told her I don't care about her or her daughter and to never contact me again. I then hung up. Was I the a-hole? This is the first time I actually believe that somebody is an a-hole, because maybe she's feeling guilty. Her daughter's 12. She's constantly asking about her granddad. It's been 17 years. She done grew up now. That's hard. I would say give her a chance. And if it don't go nowhere and you don't feel like, you just don't want to be bothered, because you don't have to do nothing you don't want to do. You don't have to be bothered with nobody that you don't want to be bothered with. So I get that. But I would say at least give it a chance. And you literally just said you only have your dog and your sister left. You technically still got your daughter. You got a granddaughter. Like, I feel like he should give it a chance. But there's an update to the story. So let's read the update before we get to the comments. Look, I was extremely drunk last night. The words which came out of my mouth weren't the best, and my comments on my post weren't great either. Seeing how everyone said I was the a-hole, I said that too. I decided to call my daughter again an hour ago. I didn't really expect her to pick up the call, but she picked up immediately. I apologized for last night, and she said there was no need to apologize. I then sent her a link to this Reddit post on messages and told her I know I was the a-hole and thousands said so. She again said I wasn't the a-hole. She started crying again. I told her she's free to come to my house anytime the next 4 months, because after that I will be leaving the country with my sister and our dog. Our parents left us a nice farmhouse in their home country, and we'll be spending the rest of our lives there. I sent her my address on messages, and my daughter said she'd come with her husband and her daughter by the end of next week. She asked if she was welcome to stay there for multiple days, and I told her she could stay for however long she wanted, as our house was spacious enough. This is just a very sad story, actually. It's not even a funny story. Like, 17 years has passed by, and y'all are just now reconnecting. And in 4 months, you're moving to a whole nother country. And you're probably not going to see her, if not ever again, not as often. I mean, I guess they can still have communication over phone. You can FaceTime and stuff. But it's not the same as in person. Like, this is a sad story. Let's read these comments. You're the a-hole. I hate when adults make very bad adult decisions that affect their children and then blame the children when they respond in a very childlike manner. The daughter was a teenager. That is a rough time for kids, even when their home's life is stable. You gave her 1 year before you cut bait and gave up on her. Then you moved away. You told your daughter that she wasn't important enough to fight for, and she believed you. Now that she is an adult with a child of her own, she has reached out to you, and you again told her she wasn't important to you. She now knows she was probably right to cut you off in the first place. I agree. I very much agree with that. But since he did go back and read the comments and realize that he was in the wrong, I guess it's okay now. But yeah, I agree. Ain't nothing like a deadbeat narcissist claiming to be the one victim in a situation he created for himself. I was helping my coworker get out of an abusive marriage. Right. And then, to make it all worse, you did all that. Y'all didn't even end up together, and you end up losing your wife. Now, who feels crappy now? You got the very short end of the stick. Your daughter left you. The lady you helped left you. Your wife left you. And then you ended up at the end with just your sister and your dog. But he moving to another country. He might find somebody out there. It's true. No one falls in love faster than two married co-workers. At least we got one laugh out of this story. We got to end it there. So majority of those comments were added before the edit was added, and everybody was saying that he was the a-hole, which he was, because you created the situation for yourself. And then when your daughter tried to reach back out to you, now you don't want to have anything to do with her. But after that update, everything seems to have worked itself out. He will not be in his daughter's life. However, he's moving to a whole nother country, which I don't know. It just seemed like a very missed opportunity. Who knows how everything would have been different if he was in his daughter's life for the entire time. We're done. That's it. That's all. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to leave you with this funny quote. Why is it called After Dark when it's really after light? Okay, bye.
What's up? What's good? What's happening? What's popping? Thank you for liking and thank you for watching.